How's everyone doing today? CJ Halleck, cjhalleck.com. Basically put, I just wanted to do a quick video. It's a new journey I want to do, a little challenge to myself, and a way to help you guys with some content. I basically want to go for about 15 to 20 minutes a day and kind of show you guys what I do and how I engage and post and stuff like that with Instagram. Um, Today is not going to be like most days. I want to actually show you guys how to and how I post online with a computer. So basically, you all know, if you have Instagram and if you even used it a little bit, you should know that when it comes to Instagram, most of the time you only can post using the actual Instagram app itself. So what I'm going to show you today, and I'm going to go ahead and get this open, is a platform, a free software called Gramblr, and it's Gramblr.com. And if you go to Gramblr, you'll see you have to download the software. And once you download the software and get it set up, and it has all the instructions on Gramblr.com on how to actually install the software and get logged into your Instagram account. So basically, it'll give you just like a piece of software on your computer, an icon. I chose to put it on my start little menu down here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the Gramblr icon. This is going to go ahead and open Gramblr up. Get this over here, and this goes ahead and gets you in. I'm going to go ahead and log in now. I got my information saved. Alright, so I'm officially logged in. This is basically where you would go in, and don't worry about this, I'll cover what this is here in a second. But you can basically go in with this software and post directly to Instagram via computer. Which for years was the only way to do it. I did spend some time on the phone with a rep at Hootsuite, and they have now officially added uploading to their packages, so you can sign up for a free account at Hootsuite. I may actually do that in a video maybe next week to kind of test the waters and kind of give a review of what I think about Hootsuite. But anyways, so once you're signed up and logged in, the first thing I want to do is kind of show you basically how the platform works. First of all, the very first tab up here is Daily Winners. Excuse me. And what this is basically it just kind of showcases people who use Gramblr and their posts. So this allows you to go through and you can engage with them if you want by just clicking on the images, and then it'll showcase what the images are. Of course, you see here, BFFs. It's of course it's a wedding photo. Give some credits to the photographer. Well, actually, it looks like this is the photographer's post. So and then it shows their hashtags. And so basically, while you're on Gramblr, I think I lost it. There we go. While you're on Gramblr, you can use this to kind of get a good idea of some different posts you might want to engage in, and you want to make sure when you engage that it's focused around your content, and you're not spending a lot of time engaging on photos and profiles and accounts that won't necessarily cross over to being something in your niche. You don't want to, unless it's your personal account. Then of course with your personal account, if you just post random stuff, then post, don't change who you are. But let's say you're a photographer, then obviously Instagram and engaging in this stuff, because some of these photos, like that's pretty badass. But anyways, so you look through and that's basically what that section is it's just a showcase of some of the good posts that have been shared through Gramblr. A lot of these are posts that, it's like this one. This was posted on the 17th of February. And it's just a showcase. It's got 1,600 likes on it. It's obviously in Sydney based on the hashtags. And it just shows some, has their description right here. And then, of course, all the, comments. Now, the one thing I will have to say, if you look on here, you want to make sure, especially on your own posts, if you have people come through, let's see what their description was. All right, so basically put it's a contest where you need to tag people. So they have all these people tagged inside of their post, which is great. It's got a lot of engagement on it. They got a lot of people commenting and whatnot. But the one thing I noticed that they really haven't done is they've not come through and actually replied to the people who commented. Regardless of how many people comment, until it gets to the point where it's insane. Like, if you can't reply to 1,000 comments in one day and have a life, right? But if you're only getting 20 or 30 comments, even if you go in and reply with an emoji or a smiley face or thumbs up or something like for these, where this girl actually tagged all her friends, you might want to go through and just kind of thumbs up the different or like the different comments, which you can't do on the website itself, but you can do on mobile. So that's something I would definitely recommend to look into. But anyway, so we're going to go back to the app here. Okay. Next thing is upload. And I'm going to get back to this in a second. I want to finish going through this. Next thing is schedule. This is where you're going to actually schedule your posts. If you want to schedule it, I will tell you if you use the scheduling feature, this is where you will see your scheduled posts. You'll actually do it here, but like I said, I'll get to this in a second. But this is where it shows everything. Your history will show what you've uploaded. And so you can see here all the different photos that I've uploaded using Gramblr. It will actually go through, and of course it shows the description and the photo. I do not use Gramblr for video because I haven't in a while. I did a while back, but I haven't really been doing video in my timeline. I've been using stories for that. But I do plan on doing some more. And the thing, if you notice, I had a template, if you will, with my stuff. So basically, if you go to pull my account up, go ahead and you'll see it's, aside from I have this thing here, just playing around with the grid post, but it's a basic template, right? I had a whiter color on the right, dark color in the on the left, and in the middle was rotating between the blue and the red for my brand colors. And this was great. I got a lot of feedback and a lot of engagement on some of these across the board. When you're looking, 12, 13, 15, 5, decent engagement on some of these. But basically, the downside to doing this is I started, kind of testing different things and what I would post. And then I have a secondary account that I play with from time to time that's not under my name or anything. It's just like a ghost account for a fake person, for lack of a better term. But basically, I use that to split test a lot of stuff before I use this. And what I noticed and what I think was actually happening is because I was doing it all based on quotes and, every day I was putting up the song of the day, which is just like a little personal, if you will, a personal motivational type song of the day that just gets me pumped up. And so I figured I'd share that, and in these three I tested something for a day really, and then I decided I wanted to hold back because I didn't want to have anything new on here. The last post I put up was on February 19th, and so on February 19th, and you can see I've not logged in to do pictures and comments or none of that lately. So that was on the 19th. Today is the 2nd of March. So it's been about 2 weeks since the last time I actually posted. Now, of course, I've had stories that I've shared, which you cannot see on the site itself. Those you have to see within the app. But I've done a couple stories over the last few weeks, but nothing too fancy. I just wanted to show you I'm sitting at 2,656 followers. And I'm going to basically go through, over the next few weeks, or maybe week or something. I'm not sure how long I'm going to do it, but I'm going to kind of share as I'm posting and engaging and stuff, so you guys get an idea on what I'm doing. So now that I've rambled for about 10 minutes, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to start my first post, and basically earn coins. You can get free likes by you choose, there are no pictures left to like, so I'm going to go ahead and click resume. So basically what this does when you're here is, and the coins are, and I'll get to what those do, how those work in a second, but basically each time you, I want to make sure it's a decent one. So let's look here. I'll just skip. Okay, so this is a cool post, but it doesn't give you the option to comment here, so I'm not going to use that. I'm going to find one that I just want to like. So anyways, so here's a cool, decent picture that I'm okay with just liking. And I'm very picky when it comes to stuff for my brand. But, I'm going to just continue to look here, and that's all it shows. But anyways, basically, if you like a picture, you'll get, I think, 2 coins. And doing that, you can use the coins later, but I'm going to go into gain followers so you can see. You can choose. This is the only type of automation that I do. And it basically, anytime anything is used with any of these hashtags, it automatically likes the photo. Now, the downside to that, and I'm testing stuff out all the time with my account, but the downside of that is sometimes you'll end up liking photos that is not good for your brain to be liking. Especially when you get to, if you don't want to be associated with the fitness bloggers and influencers on Instagram that, might be girls in, bikinis posting pictures talking about they've had success with all their weight loss, stuff like that, then I would recommend to think about everything that would be posted under these hashtags to make sure that you're not going to be engaging with, content that you don't necessarily agree with. For the most part, I'm okay with all of these. That's why I've been testing it, and that's how all these coins came up. Basically, this works on kind of autopilot. So each time you like one of these photos, if someone uses, hashtag success, it'll automatically like that photo, or hashtag entrepreneurship, stuff like that, within the Gramblr app. So these people are all using the Gramblr app, and you see the hashtags they're using, and thus, if I wanted to, I can, I think, yeah. So I can come in here and go to the site. I'm not going to do all that because it's wanting me to log in, and I don't want to do that right now. But anyways, and so I think the 1 heart is the like, because I'm almost positive. Okay, so that just basically, do you want to like it or not like it, right? So, so you can go through and unlike some stuff this way if you want to go through and see what you've liked. But anyways, and then with those coins, you can basically come in here and you can add likes. While this is technically buying likes, what this is actually doing is it's going in the daily winners, and basically it showcases your post inside of this section, and then it will keep it in this section until you reach the desired amount of likes. And so basically I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to upload now. And let's see here. And I have a folder open with some pictures over here. I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. And we're just bringing the picture in, and I'm drag and dropping it. These are photos I bought the rights to in order to repost. So I'm not watermarking it because I personally didn't create this. And since it's technically for sale, and I know the site it came through, which is Resale Rights Weekly. So basically, I know there's, probably 1,000, if not more, people that have access to these photos. So watermarking it isn't going to do me any good. I didn't create it, so there's no point in watermarking it. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And you could use that section to crop if you have, a wide picture and you want to make it narrow or whatever. You can do that there. And then here you can add filters and stuff like that to it. I like uploading everything by default if I use Gramblr, so I'm going to go ahead and click continue. And then here's where you're going to actually want to write your caption. So, or tag users if you want to tag somebody. So let's say, and I'll do this because it's my account and I don't have to worry about it, but let's just go ahead just so you can see what I mean. I'm going to go ahead and do @free web design tutorial. Okay, so here's this account, and this is my account. So you would click on it, and that would like set the tag up, and then if you want it tagged in the actual photo, you can just click wherever they are in the photo. If it's a picture of you and a friend, you can tag them by doing it that way. So now you need the caption. Now the main thing you need to understand about the caption is, contrary to popular belief, in my opinion, from what I've found in split testing, there are two ways you can technically use your hashtags in your posts. You can put it in the caption, or you can post it and then come back and put it in the as a comment. If you post your hashtags in the comments, I have found, based on just what I personally have done myself, that it doesn't necessarily, regardless of how many likes it gets or anything, it doesn't show up in anything but the recent posts when you look through the hashtags. So for instance, if we're here, let's go to, I don't want to use none of them, that grid. So let's go to this post, right? Let's say I'm thinking hard times. So we're going to click hashtag hard times. And this is going to be the main section for your hashtags. You have the first 9 are the top posts. So mostly it will show, if it's video, it'll show how many plays. If it's a picture, it will show how many likes and then how many comments. These top 9 are very important to engage with if it's a hashtag around what you want to be known for. It was just the first hashtag I grabbed, not really trying to be known for hard times, so I'm not really going to be engaging. I just wanted to show you. From here, everything under this is the most recent post that use that hashtag. So basically, you want to make sure, if you can, that you get in this section of the top 9. But if you notice, there's a lot of plays. You're getting 1,000, 2,000, 1,500, 700. You're getting a lot of plays. If it's likes, you'll see the same thing. I'm going to back up and we'll do motivational quote. And then this is, you're really going to see it. So you're looking at a little over 1 million posts are using this hashtag. So it's going to be very difficult. When you're looking at 2,900, 400, that's not bad, but you also have to look at, with that 400, they have 40 comments, which means basically 10% almost. Yeah, it's close to 10% on this one too. 10% of their likes will follow with comments. So that stuff, of course they have call to action to comment and whatnot, but so that's where you would kind of want to be. But if you're in motivational space, this is where you would want to go in. You search for the hashtag motivational quote or motivation, or if you run a salon, you may want to look up hashtag massage or whatever is around your niche that you're wanting to market, and engage in those top 9 posts, and then also come down to the most recent and then see if there's other things. One bad chapter doesn't mean your story is over. So this might be one you might want to come in here and comment and actually leave your leave some feedback there. So but anyways, so now we're going to work on the caption, and like I said, you want to make sure the hashtags are in the caption. There are 2 ways you can do this, and I'm going to kind of do a little bit of both. So basically, you can start by just writing the caption. This is an amazing, let's see, are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them. Okay, this is an amazing hashtag quote, and I hashtag love it. All right, so basically doing it this way, you're putting the hashtags inside the description as you write your sentences out. So like if you wanted to use hashtag, you can just hashtag amazing. And so that's how you can do it that way. And I'm going to go ahead and do men. And then anytime, if you use quotes or anything like that, you want to make sure you tag the person, but obviously not on Instagram. So, and you want to tag them on Instagram. I'm just saying, Epictetus is probably not on Instagram. So I'm not even going to look for him. And that's why I just tagged it. And I'm actually going to turn this off because I don't need them tagged for this. And so I'm going to come down here and I'm going to put them or this guy's name in the hashtag. So I'm going to do EPCTTUS. And then if you want to make it so that people don't just see a slew of hashtags, you can do some breaks here. So basically you can just do period, drop down 4 or 5 lines, and then start using hashtags here. And then this is where you would put the bulk of your hashtags. On average, Instagram will allow 30 hashtags per post. Well, up to 30 hashtags. I recommend that you don't use over 20 to 22 because it does still somewhat register in the comments. And you want to make sure that if someone comes in and comments on your post, that if they use a hashtag, that they can actually use it and it becomes a live hashtag. So, that being said, you want to keep it, normally I try to keep it about 10 to 15. So I'm going to just go ahead and put hashtag motivational quote, hashtag quote of the day, hashtag motivation, hashtag motivational, hashtag inspire, hashtag inspired. All right, so basically put, if you need help finding hashtags and you have an Apple device, there is a free app that you can download called Hashtagger. And I'm logging into my, well, not logging in, but opening my phone now to make sure I get this right. So yeah, it's just as it sounds, all one word, Hashtagger. And it's a free app that will allow you to basically do a search around a single hashtag that's within your niche. And then from there, you can take that hashtag and it will show you recommended hashtags to use, and you can select them all and copy, and it puts it in this format where it has the periods and the hashtags at the bottom. So you can go ahead and add this and not have to worry about anything. And if you're on here and you wanted to go ahead and, let's say here you want to drop in an emoji, you just click this. Let's do a heart and a smiley face. All right, so now you have the emojis here. Next thing is you choose if you want to publish immediately or some other time. This is how you schedule. The downside with the scheduling with Gramblr is it runs on the software itself, meaning the software is ran off of your computer. So in order for the scheduling to work, you need to make sure you keep the window open and your computer not asleep. And that's kind of the reason why, I mentioned earlier about doing the video with Hootsuite, is because they allow you to schedule up to, for free, the free account allows you to schedule up to 30 posts per month, or 30 posts at a time. So you can actually go in there and upload, if you wanted to, 30 different posts to Instagram and schedule it out to be specific times of the day or whatever. And that's where you would want to look at your analytics inside of Instagram to see what time the majority of your people are online going through Instagram, and where your followers are, so you can understand if they're on the East Coast and you're on the West Coast, then you don't want to post at 10 o'clock at night because it's 1 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. You don't want to post at 6 in the morning on the East Coast, because then that means you're looking at 3 o'clock on the West Coast and people aren't up, and you got to keep all that in mind. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and click send. This is going to go ahead and post it to Instagram. Now the next thing is where I said to get your picture featured on the front page of Gramblr, and this is something, they're not real likes. So it doesn't necessarily help you. You're not, going to hit yes, get your free likes, which it goes up to 60 likes. And this changes from time to time. It used to be 75. It's probably going to drop down again. I think when I first started on Gramblr, I think it was 150. But anyways, and they could keep going down, because if you really wanted to, like if you wanted more coins, well, I'm not going to do this, I'll lose the page. But if you wanted more coins, you can buy them. And that's where they get their money, is people will actually buy coins to get featured on their page to get a bunch of likes. The only positive thing about using this to get likes is it actually will completely 100% show you, and you can use this as a way to somewhat game the system for right now. The algorithm is going to figure this out, right? So don't rely on this. I only use this, honestly, for social proof. You get 60 likes, and it just gives you a good boost right as soon as you post it, put your post up. And only when you use Gramblr. So, half the time if I'm posting from my phone, I can't use this. So you have to be creative with your hashtags and your descriptions, and be thoughtful on what you're writing in your descriptions based on what your photo is. So I'm going to go ahead and click yes, just so I can show you guys how this works. It's going to go out. It's going to register. It may take a few minutes. Let's click yes again, just in case. And if it doesn't work, then, I can't help you. But, so basically it shows, we're going to click on the, oh no, I went profile. So we're going to click on your photo. And you're going to come down and you see it's brand new. No likes, posted 1 minute ago. And then you see the description here. So basically put, if you were wanting to use some of the coins you have, let's say I wanted to use some of these coins that I've built up, and I'm going to try this one more time. It doesn't look like it's going to hit. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and click yes, and this is going to bring me over to the page, which is the add likes page, which is this one. It's already got the URL in it. So if you just click here, you'd have to go over to Instagram, you click on the picture, and then you would just copy this link for this post and then paste it in here, and it shows for, you get to spend 1,000 coins, you can get 100 likes, and you always want to make sure you click this makes sure that you're getting likes within your country. You don't want to be a local plumber or photographer and all your likes be outside of the United States. Because that's going to hurt the that's going to hurt you in the long run with the algorithm, which this is going to probably hurt you. I'm just doing this to kind of show you how this works. So basically you can come in here, and of course, the more hashtags you use, the faster you're going to get these likes, right? Because if you use hashtags like hashtag motivation, where I would assume somewhere around 1 out of every 5 posts on Instagram probably has hashtag motivation, because it's everywhere, and it can be used in almost every niche. You're going to get people to like your post a lot faster using that hashtag, because this goes into the auto like feature that I showed you earlier, along with the daily winner section. So once you do that, I'm going to go ahead and click add likes, and you'll see it will pull away from the transaction or the coins you have here. So you see the coins going down. It processed. Keep an eye on the coins going down, because you may hit add likes, and if you accidentally hit it twice, and I just wanted to show you how this works, it's going to pull that extra 1,300 out of your account again. Now, if you go back and you look at it, of course it has 1 like, so we're going to open it again. 1 like. So if you refresh and look at it, 39 likes. Let's refresh again. 42 likes. So it's just it's a kind of a hack. Not something I would strongly recommend anyone use. Using the Instagram app itself will do more than enough. But I wanted to show you guys how this works. So that being said, I'm done rambling for the day. It's been just shy of 30 minutes. But that basically, in a nutshell, is how you use Gramblr to post to Instagram via your PC or Mac. And it is friendly on both platforms. I am using it on my desktop on the PC, and I have used it on my MacBook in the past plenty of times. So just very easy to use, very easy to install. Recommend you use it if you do a lot of work, especially, you know, if you're a photographer and you export the images out of Lightroom, or if you create the posts in Photoshop or whatever. That way you're not having to, you know, put it in Dropbox or something like that to get it on your phone. You can just post it straight from your computer. But that being said, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with any questions that you may have. Be glad to help you moving forward, and be sure to come back after you subscribe and check out the new videos as I go through and document on the phone, recording the phone screen, so I can actually show you guys how I engage in stuff. And I'll probably start the first video on that possibly tomorrow. All depends on what's going on. North Carolina plays Duke tomorrow, so I may not be in the best of moods tomorrow evening, so definitely won't be Sunday. So I might do one tomorrow, or just start up from scratch Monday morning. But anyways, hope everyone has a great day. Be great, stay boosted, and we'll see you at the top. Take care.